Welcome to Eldora Speedway for heat number 1. Jared Bokanowski has grabbed the pole for tonight's event. Here in heat 1 we'll have heat 2 and then the B main in this stream, and then we'll have a separate stream after that for the main event. Jack is with me again. Welcome, Jack.
Hi. The mic's having issues, hang on.
I can hear you.
Never mind, we're good. We're good, we're good.
So we're gonna have some fun tonight, some dirt racing. This is our only dirt race of the year, I believe. So it's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be really fun. We're gonna be seeing a lot of different runs to the checkerboard here today. 4 different races total. We got infographic there on the side of the screen so you guys can see what the deal is today.
Yeah.
And yeah, should be really fun. We're gonna see these cars getting loose.
Very loose. They're gonna be sliding
it shouldn't really be that big of a deal.
We're gonna see some slide jobs too.
A lot of slide jobs.
So it'll be fun. Let's get the command and let's get going here in the first of 2 heats. Okay, I guess I missed it, but whatever. Engines have been fired and the pace car
your engines
will start rolling, and the field will double up. John Bergeron, what driver are you? I don't believe you're in this series unless you have a different name in the series. What's your driver's name? I can help you on that.
Said the command with my mouth full. I'm eating Smarties.
Here we go, coming through 3 and 4. We're gonna get the green flag. The pace car is gonna pull off, and there it is. Here we go to the green flag. Jared Bokanowski and Brody Kupski, and Colin McCoy will lead them to the green flag, and we are racing here at Eldora for 20 laps. And also a thing to note, there is no cautions in the first 2 heats. They will keep racing if there's a spin.
There, we already see some of these cars getting up into the wall.
Yeah, they're going to be sliding. 14 is going up really high.
Really
9 got in the back of the 36, and he is into the wall early, and Dylan Fox will lead lap number 1. Preston Cope
14
is there.
actually started on the pole.
Oh, that's just because he beat him to the line, I think.
Yeah, the 14 beat him to the line, never mind. And he was on the outside too, so it was a legal pass, never mind.
So Preston Cope, he has some dirt experience, so he has won here before as well, so look for him to be a factor here later in the main event if he makes it.
If he does make it, people have multiple chances to make it to the main event as well, even if you do not finish in the top 20 in the first heat.
Top 10.
Yeah, top 10 in the first heat. If you finish top 10 in the B main, you have a chance to make it to the A, or you will make it to the A main. So.
Yeah. Noel Rivera, the rookie, is going to take the lead away, but we're going to see a lot of lead changes throughout the night. Here comes Reese Kupski to the inside, and he'll take the lead away now. Benson Pedden looking.
It's a throwback scheme on the 94, kind of a throwback scheme. That's a NHL Winter Classic for him. Boston Bruins playing in that, and they went with a throwback uniform as per Winter Classic tradition, so that's reflected on the Costa's car.
And he is starting to lose some spots up on the top lane. Blaze McKinney to the inside of him. Battle for third. Benson Pedden goes right by Noel Rivera. Dylan Fox is trying to catch Reese Kupski, who has driven away.
He hit the wall in the corner, so we're on the stretch.
Trying to hang on to that lead as Dylan Fox is gaining. Blaze McKinney and Noel Rivera battling for 4th.
The only thing about this track is, I think, another big factor is the smoke, because when you turn, smoke and dirt gets up in people's faces when you make a hard turn, so.
Right up on the windshield and you can't see.
Sight lines are going to be a problem for today. So falling back.
Battle for the lead, heating up.
We're about to hit point. The 9's making a gain. Such a fast car. We'll see if maybe he can put a few guys a lap down.
Welcome all you guys to stream. Mason, Nathan. Welcome everybody that has joined so far. Hope you guys stay. We will have a stream right after this one. After our first 2 heats and after the B main, we will have our main event, which will be 100 laps, and that'll be the big show. So far, Reese Kupski has led most of the laps. He's taken the lead and has not Has not looked back. Preston Cope is way in the back. Looks like he may have got turned around. Nathan Immon's also in the back as well, off the pace. But no, the top 10 make it to the main event automatically in this race. The bottom half will go to the B main.
And then the top 10 in the B main move on to the A main. So
yeah,
even
so
if, like I said, even if you do not have a good heat race in heats 1 or 2, you can still make it to the A main if you have a good B main race.
Yeah.
Bottom 11 in the B main are done, and they'll be scored as if they finished in the bottom 11 of a regular race.
And Braden, you are in heat 2, and John Bergeron, I don't think you're in this series. You are not. So.
Actually, I should mention these rosters are the same as the duels.
Yeah.
From the opening.
Duel 1 is heat 1, and then Duel 2 is heat 2. So. Top 3 is Chevrolet. Make that top 4, and then Noah Rivera is in 5th in that Toyota.
Had to slightly modify the rosters to include the 2 guys who didn't have to race in the duels, but yeah, everyone's here.
Here's the battle for the transfer spot. I believe it'll be between Colin McCoy and Jackson Steiner right now, but Steiner is all over the back of the 94 of DaCosta. He's going to make a move to the inside.
If you go on board with someone like a front cam, just look at how much they're shaking from that dirt.
Yeah, it's a rough track.
Shaking way more than I thought they'd be.
You'll have to sign up on Instagram, which is you can go to our account. You can see on the bottom of the screen there it shows our Instagram. You go follow that, and then whenever the season's over, you can sign up.
Hit the 97. He almost hit the 41. He's been getting so close to his corner.
Here's the battle for the transfer spot right here. DaCosta just lost it to the 14, and now he's losing more spots.
2 laps to go.
Yeah, let's see it go front to the lead. It still is Reese Kupski, so we're going to focus on the transfer spot here. Bokanowski trying to make it in.
At least the top, say the safe ones, maybe top 7 or 8 even.
Yeah, I think right here it's just a battle.
For the transfer spot.
Bokanowski slides up in front of the 14. 14 is going to have a chance here. Final lap. White flag for heat number 1. This is the battle. Can McCoy get by Bokanowski to move himself into the A main in just the first heat? Bokanowski slides up. He loses traction, and the 14 is going to get to the inside, and he almost turns him around, but oh, he does get spun out.
He did turn him around.
He lost control, but he still makes it to the next, or makes it to the heat or the main event. So Bokanowski holds on.
We'll maybe go and take a replay on that. Top of the Preston Cope too. He just faded.
So the 46 of Reese Kupski wins the heat. Here is your top 10 that makes it to the main event in their first attempt. The bottom 10 will go on to the B main and race in that to try to get themselves into that race. So there's the top 10 that go in, and then here's the bottom 10 that will have to race in the B main.
14 got into him, basically put the 36 in the wall, and then I think just because of the fact that we are at a dirt track is why he ended up getting turned.
Yeah, he got loose and just couldn't hang on to it after the checkered, but
that's just racing on a dirt track.
That's crazy. Here's your full finishing results, and then we'll go on to heat number 2 here. If you guys still don't know what the format is and everything and all the stuff, on the bottom right of your screen you will see a little infographic there. It'll show everything that's going on tonight. So let's go on to heat number 2 here. And
nothing really major out of the first heat.
Yeah,
we'll see if
the heats will be pretty calm, I think. But once we get to the mains, we should be getting pretty intense. Connor, don't be disappointed so far. You still have another chance in the B main to move on. So.
Top 10 in the B main, move on.
Yeah.
Drivers, to your cars.
So Michael Logan looks like he'll be on the pole for our second heat. Here's your qualifying order.
To your cars.
Heat 2 will have 21 cars instead of 20.
Cars are rolling off. They're doubling up 2 by 2 here as we're going to get ready for the start of heat number 2. 20 laps, no cautions.
All out racing to the front so you can get in that top 10.
So big names in this heat. Looks like these guys are still trying to get up to speed. Oh, there's a wreck. Okay, we're going to have to restart that. There's a wreck on the pace lap. So we're going to give that another shot here. We've done this a ton of times this season. Alright, we got everybody this time.
It is nothing new.
So the crowd, they're pretty excited to see this heat.
And we have a lot of big names in this one, as you said.
Connor, you were in heat number 1. You're in the B main. You finished B main.
Chris Lilly, one of the notable guys in this heat. Yeah. He's been, I think he may or may not be in the points lead.
Here we go, green flag for heat 2. See some aggressive racing off the bat. Jordan Strunk trying to fight on the outside of Michael Logan, but I don't know if he'll be able to hang on there. Joseph Costello looking to the inside of him.
3 wide.
Caleb Nelson already 3 wide to the inside for the 4th spot. The 99 almost into the outside wall. Nelson picks up 2 spots there. He's going for the 3rd position now. Some contact back here into the wall. The 09 and the 49. And it also slowed down Mason Tyler as well. So those 3 cars are going to be really off the pace, and they're probably going to have to race in the B main. That kind of just screwed themselves there because there's no cautions due to the shortness of the race. More contact. These 2 get in the wall. They save it this time.
I think the one put the 88 in the wall there too.
They're 3 wide again. They're racing really aggressive here in heat 2. 3 by 3 up here, and for the lead, Caleb Nelson has caught his fellow rookie Michael Logan.
Here, this is much more of an exciting heat so far. Only 4 laps in, and these guys have been racing 3 by 3. I've already seen a couple wrecks. No cautions though, so they have to be very careful.
Welcome to the Stream NASCAR New York Championship. Welcome. Oh, we got a car that spun. It's Caleb Nelson. He was just going to the lead as well. Michael Gasson has heavy front end damage. Looks like he may have gotten into the 3, and yeah, I think he did.
This is shaking up the field completely.
More wrecking. The 09 just spun out by himself there off the bumper of the...
I think the 49 touched him there too. Jeez.
Looks like the 98 also got spun out because he's way back here. The leader is now Caleb Faircloth.
The one guy who has benefited from all this is the 1 car because he started dead last.
Yeah, he did start dead last.
All those wrecks.
He's battling with Chris Lilly, who almost turned him around. These 2 are battling hard for the, I believe, 6th position.
It is for 6th. I don't think they should
There's
be
another car that spun around. That's the 81 again. Oh, I think he just got pulled in front of the 43, and now the 43 gets hit.
This is chaos. No cautions, a dirt race.
Oh, the 26 now around. Watch out. The 99 gets into him. The 53 gets into him. But they keep going. Man, this is intense. The leader is still Caleb Faircloth. He's got a giant lead, and I believe we have more cars on the wall. It's the 89 again.
It's crazy, but it's intense too at the same time.
The 3, everybody's spinning out.
Look at this, 4 wide.
The 48 with 4 wide to the outside of those lap cars.
They have to go 4 wide to get around the lap cars at a dirt track.
The 48 of Caleb Faircloth's trying to get out of this big blob of lap cars. He's kind of stuck.
Such a more eventful duel than the heat in the last one.
Ooh, Chris Lilly got really loose there. This is the battle for the transfer spot. Tony Peterson is in 11th. Nick Bingham is in 10th.
Somehow.
Oh, 3 wide, the lap car. All 3 of them go around. Watch out. They get around it, and that puts Caldwell into the race.
All 3 of them. Cars coming to pit road.
Let's go back up front. Faircloth did get around the lap cars. The 93 of Brian Lilly has gotten by Michael Logan for second.
I think the 48 has this race won.
Yeah. But for the transfer spot, we have another car around. The 26 again, and he gets hit twice. They're still wrecking. Watch out, the leader's coming here. They almost got into the leader.
And some of these guys have just been through hell this race.
Look at the 3 cars. Rear bumper's gone. Right now the battle looks like it says it's between the 12 and the 1. Where is the 1 at? So the 12 is all the way up here. The 1 is back here. So it looks like Jack Mitchell's going to really need some luck from the 12 getting wrecked or something to catch up to him. The 1 was up there in the top 10. He must have just fell off or got into somebody. Made some contact.
We'll hit the wall or something. Again, you will have multiple chances to transfer because of the B main.
Oh, you're not in second, Braden. You're a lap down. If you can actually like read up here on the top. Oh, the leader just got wrecked. The 1 is around. The leader got wrecked. Who's gonna make it through?
That is a huge wreck. That takes out so many big guys who are like up there in the battle.
Brian Lilly takes the lead from that. The leader somehow got wrecked from that. Michael Logan's in second now. Third is gonna be Faircloth, I believe. No, he's still off the pace. The 53 is now in third, then fourth. Fifth is Mason Tyler. Sixth is Zach Kame. Seventh is Caldwell. Eighth is Faircloth, but he's coming to pit road. Oh, they're still wrecking. Oh, the 43 again and the 26 again. The 1 looks like he's going to come to pit road as well.
The 88 and the 60 were very slow cars.
Oh, the 53 now around. Everybody's wrecking. Everybody's wrecking. Oh, the 10's around now. The 88's around.
I'm very confused. The 48's 10th a lap down. What is this race? Some form of damage. The race just ended.
Brian Lilly
takes the win, and it won't even count as a win because it was just a heat.
That was interesting. 2 cars are going to finish a lap down in the top 10, I believe.
Could call that his first non-points victory.
Yeah,
Jelani Howell retired from the race. Great Gosselin and Joseph Castillo both had some of the slowest cars on the track, yet because of all those wrecks, they both managed to transfer.
This is shaping up like the Coke 600 was. Only 6 cars on the lead lap. So, from Nate Polite all the way up, they have transferred. From Jordan Strunk down, they will have to race in the B main, which is coming up next.
Caleb Faircloth. Or not Caleb Faircloth. Oh yeah, Caleb Faircloth. He finished 14th, 3 laps down after dominating this race.
He led the most of the race and then got wrecked by a lap car. Let's see what happened to him, actually.
Wait, where the lap cars just got in the way and set off a chain reaction that had like 4 or 5 cars involved. There's heavy side damage on the 1, so it must have been pretty bad.
There's just cars littered everywhere. See when it happened. Wasn't here. Right here. Oh, wow.
There was a car flipping.
Oh, wow. What happened here? Okay, the 81 has just been terrible all race long.
On his own?
He was on his side, and then the 1 came sliding in, the 99 came sliding in.
Whoa.
The 48 just barreled in.
Completely went full
The 10 barreled in there.
Just drove into the wall with a ton of speed, and the 81 flipped himself, which is kind of a shock. And Lilly won the race 9 seconds ahead of Michael Logan.
So we're gonna get ready for the B main here. Let's do that right now. Show you guys behind the scenes here, I guess. So let me get the picture. I took pictures of the guys that advanced, so I need to pull those up and put them into a roster.
Be right back.
Okay. So don't go away just yet. We're gonna, once I finish this, we're gonna go green for the B main.
In the back.
All right.
So that was crazy.
Yeah,
to
it
say the
was.
least. The one time Brian Lilly wins a race and it doesn't even count.
Final one is Colin Cope, and then we have the next one.
You just turn on his playoff car
Oh,
from last season.
whoops. They look the same, so I forget.
His playoff car, whatever.
Yeah.
Seeing a lot of last season's cars, guys.
I accidentally click on them. I gotta find the one of Jack's many cars.
These are all my cars, guys.
Gotta find. There it is. No. There it is.
What was it? I know, that was a different one.
And there's 3. So this is the
The
driver's
whole-
last chance to get in.
Could be a whole stream on showing off all my schemes.
Many of them. But this is it. Yeah, that's it. I can delete this one. There. Alright. And then 45. And then we should be done. Oh, and then the 81. And then we can start the race. So this B main will have 21 cars, just like the second duel. I accidentally put the wrong roster in. All right. Welcome everybody that has joined so far. Welcome everyone. Just got to get this going, and then we're. Oh, I forgot. I put the wrong laps now.
And then you have to turn cautions on and stuff too.
Yeah.
This race will have cautions.
I do use the disc for this game. Right.
Don't. I'm not sure you care, but I don't.
Drivers, to your cars.
Looks like Tony Peterson will be on the pole, but and it really doesn't even matter because this race is gonna be probably a crazy race.
Another mess.
We'll have to see though. First heat was clean. Second heat was
I think it's just
melee.
the addition of that one extra car changes so much, because the first one, the first duel, or I keep saying duel, the first heat had 20 race. It was way calmer than this one here.
But we'll have to see what happens. 40 laps. We will have cautions in this race. Tony Peterson and Ryan Bogey will lead us to the green. And we're
Here we go.
racing here in the B main. And no, this is this one. This is not the the heats have already been finished. This is the B main. This is the last chance for the drivers that did not get in the heats to get in. Preston Cope already taking advantage of the 45 getting to the outside wall. He's going to go to the inside. And I don't think
3 wide.
Steiner, you did advance to the race, so you're not in this race. You don't need to be. Yeah, they were 3 wide. The 49 got into the left rear. The 48 there almost pushed him 3 wide. 3 wide back here.
It's gonna be hard to tell when they wreck because they make so much smoke when they turn so hard.
Here comes Nathan Inman to the inside of Jordan Strunk. Gets into his left rear. He gets sideways. He hangs onto it though. Oh, contact. The 45 hangs onto it. The 7 almost turned him around.
This time around there are cautions, so you want to be careful, but at the same time, drivers have a safety net.
Yeah, so even if you spin, it's not the end of the world. Get back out there. Up front, battle for the lead. Nathan Inman to the inside of Preston Cope, and he'll pull off the pass and take that lead away as they're making a lot of contact back here. The 14 in the middle, 3 wide. Reminder, the top 10 make it to the main event tonight. Contact, the 14 got into the 32 there.
Still getting into them. They're 3 wide again.
DaCosta up on the top. That puts DaCosta in 14th position. 3 wide again. DaCosta now going to try to pass them both back again. See if he can pull that off, and he will. Up front, it is Nathan Inman starting to make a gap between himself and Preston Cope, who is trying to make the pass on Cameron Lara.
Being at a dirt track, the battling will help the leader pull away.
Yeah, especially when they're really close side by side like they were there. Cope slides up, but he smacks the wall hard. That allows the 7 to get back to him, but Jelani Howell now creeping back up. And all those guys that wrecked in the first and second heat, because those cars were damaged pretty hard. They just pull out their backup car and they get back out there. Inman starting to make a gap, but Preston Cope, he has experience in the dirt track. He's probably one of the best dirt track racers out in this field. He has won a race here before, and he's showing it. He's up in the second trying to chase down our leader. Let's check on the transfer spot. Believe it is between whoever makes... It is between now DaCosta and the 23 of Gabe Cazzola. So these two are battling for the spot, but both of the NOS cars go around. Can they keep it straight here? No, the A28 gets into the back of the 23 there, and that should bring out the caution, and it will. Caution is out. I think the 28 got the worst of that. And that'll bring out the first caution. And both of the NOS cars go around there. That'll bring out the caution.
NOS cars.
Oh. Oh my god. Those are some NOS cars.
See if anyone comes to pit road, tries to make some adjustments to their cars.
We'll have to see. I don't see why they would, unless they actually really had something going wrong with their car and they needed to fix it. But so far, the top 10 is DaCosta, Bogey, Lara, Bingham, Peterson, Strunk, Lara, Howell, Cope, and then your leader, Nathan Inman. Those guys are in so far, but this race isn't over.
Far from it.
Looks like we're going to go green here on laps 18 of 40. Here's your standings so far.
So plenty of time for these guys to turn it around. Some of the people have been struggling, so...
Yeah, we'll have to see who can get back up there. So far, Inman has been the fastest car. He's been able to drive away from the field, but we'll see what happens here. We're back bumper to bumper. Here we go, off turn 4, and we're green again here at Eldora. Oh wow, thank you everyone for joining so far. We have 14 viewers. I appreciate that. Everyone that has joined so far, I appreciate it. Thank you guys. So far, Inman has actually pulled a big gap already.
Almost.
Now there's a caution on the track again. Who is this now? Oh, the one of Jack Mitchell and the 42 of Colin Cope. There's heavy rear damage to the one, but not in the front or on the sides. He should be okay to continue. Jack, I did that for you. You're welcome. Looks like they might have just been a 2-car spin there because there's nobody else back there.
It's heartbreak for the one, too, because he was just starting to make his way up through the field again.
Let's see what happened here on this restart. Just got into the left rear of the 48 and lost it, and then got hit hard by the 42, and then the 42 got in the 26.
That's a hard head-on hit for the 42.
He seemed to be okay here, but the 42 had nowhere to go. They will be able to continue just fine, but Nathan Inman pulled away about 6 or 7 car lengths there off of turn 4 in just one lap, so he's definitely showing his speed.
That caution probably hurt him the most, too.
Yeah, he wanted to hold on to that lead, but Preston Cope's all the way back to him now here from that caution. So he's going to have 2 teammates behind him because Jelani Howell's up in 3rd. Here we go again off of turn number 4. We're going to go to the green flag. Lap 24 of 40 we're coming to now. Nathan Inman off of 4, and we're green again at Eldora, and another good restart for the 00. Cope is there though, but there goes the 00. Look at the gap he's got so far.
This is impressive by the 00 to hold off a guy like Preston Cope who has dirt racing experience.
Yeah. And he's doing a great job of it right now. Now Cope's starting to slip up a little bit. The 43 is getting challenged by the 98 of Jordan Strunk. Double Zero doing a great job out front there. Nathan Inman. Now Strunk.
Definitely be a guy to watch for in the feature race.
Yeah. He's definitely fast. Oh, he slides up. Look at the 98 driving all the way to the inside. And he's going to try to make the pass here. Can he clear him here off of turn 2? He does clear him, so Jordan Strunk to the lead, and he's already making a gap. What a pass.
Lost all that momentum in one corner. And we have some big smoke now, so I wonder if there's a wreck.
No caution, but the 42 is off the pace, so he may have gotten turned, but not enough to bring out a caution. And the 94 has been the big loser since that caution. He was up in the 9th spot in the restart, and he has fallen to 15th now, I believe he'll be in. He's going to have to work his way back up there.
Make his way up through the field. Maybe we'll see if he can get to P10 before this race gets over.
Cope is starting to slide back as well. He's all the way up on the top. Contact the 43 and the 25 go around.
It's gonna be big.
In front of the field, and 25 up on the. Oh, the 94 came barreling in there.
Yep.
And
Caution's
into the
out
side
again.
of the 25, and up and over he goes. Caution out again. This is not a heat, Nate. This is the B main, and you advanced from the heats, so you are fine. This is like basically like a last chance qualifier race. And heavy damage to the front end of the 94. That could end his chances to race
It's like he's going
tonight.
to the garage already. That is painful, painful, painful for the 94.
I mean, we've talked about this again and again and again. This has kind of been the story of his season.
Yeah, but the thing that we've mentioned for the most part is that he's been running good
Yeah.
before the wreck.
Yeah,
This
he was
time,
up there as well. I mean, he was up
He
there.
was up there for a little bit, but then he kind of slipped off after
Yeah.
the second caution. My bad. Or no, it was the second. It was the one involving the 1 and the 42.
Yeah.
And the 1's kind of starting to make his
Well,
way
he's
back
up to
there. He's
11th.
11th. Might have a shot at this after all. Just have to be in that top 10. There's going to be under 10 laps to go, so.
See if the 00 can get back by the 98.
The 98, the 00 just lost all that momentum in one turn. 98 was there to pounce.
'94 still in the pits. See if he can get back out there before the pace car comes back around, and I don't think he will. He will go a lap down here, and that's definitely going to end his chances of racing tonight in the main event, unfortunately.
His points position just does not show how he's been running whenever he has a good car that has no damage.
Just all goes.
Been running like a veteran pretty much, and he's a rookie.
Yeah. And we're back green. I kind of went too far, but the top two get away, and Inman is all over the back of the 98. Here he comes. Probably the two fastest cars of the night are bumper to bumper. The 98 slides up a bit.
Here comes Tony Peterson. He got by Preston Cope.
Caution out again. That might end it there. I'm not sure. Oh, the 1 was involved in that one. The 44 involved.
Heavy damage on the 28 too. It's even more heartbreak for the 1. He was so close to transferring.
Yeah, if we don't go back green here, that's going to hurt him and Lara.
The 42 making some contact late with the lap car. I think the lap car being out there definitely didn't help them.
Yeah.
I'm sure the 1 and 94 aren't going to be exchanging pleasant words after this race. I really don't see what business he had staying on the track to
Let's
begin
see what
with,
happened, though.
If you have heavy damage, there's not really a point staying on the track.
Same thing that happened
One
before.
again. I guess the 94 wasn't really at fault there, but still, just another incident where you let your car get too high and it just
slips out.
get loose.
If this does end the race, which it looks like it will, Jelani Howell will be the last car in, and Caleb Nelson will be the first car out. So that would put Cisco, Cazzola, Bingham, DaCosta, Cope, Hudson, Gaston, Lara, and Mitchell out of tonight's main event. It's disappointing because Jack Mitchell needed the big points. Like a lot of these guys. A lot of these guys needed good points days, and it's not going to be very well for them.
And the thing about Mitchell is that he did finish P3 at the last race, too.
Yeah.
So
Jordan Strunk looks like he'll win the B-main.
Points, honestly. You don't know how it's going to shake out.
Mm-hmm. Going on here to the white flag. The race has ended. Here is your full finishing results.
Colin Cobe, another big name missing out of the main event. Actually running pretty decently this season so far, so that's kind of it's a bit of a disappointment to see him out of the main event.
So the main event will be a separate stream. It should go up in about 10 or 15 minutes. So be ready for that. Everybody that is in right now, just come on back for the big event. If you think this was crazy, we'll probably have a fun race for the main event.
Be even nuts, even more nuts.
100 laps there. So we will see you guys in just a little bit, in about 10 minutes, for the main event. 100 laps here at Eldora. We'll see you guys then. Bye.